One of the sites that I left on the low ground, didn't take to the moor. They've all got some honey on. In fact, they've all got quite a lot of honey on. One here with 5 supers on. I've just pulled the crown board off and they are stowered out. Wonderful to see after the season we've had. Amazing how things have turned around. I mean, there are some weaker stocks here, but won't be so much on this side perhaps. That one without a number could be. See how they've done. Yeah, they're a good stock. Good stock. I can't take credit for any of this, it's just pure luck the way it's worked out really. Sort of come together eventually. It's a fickle crop, this heather. There it is, just about in full bloom I would think. It's a warm, clammy sort of day. And this is what the bees are doing. Hanging out at the front of the hives. When I first saw it I thought, blimey, they're packed out with honey. Better get them some more boxes on. But when I look in the top, yeah, they're kind of doing all right, but they're not really. Not really rammed out with honey at all. And I think all it is, there isn't a flaw on. I brought some extra boxes with me here and I've just left them open. I extracted some honey out of these boxes last week and they're all over them. So, is that the end of the heather flow? 12th of August? I hope not, but it is possible. There was one year it was all done by the 7th. They brought no more honey in of any consequence after the 7th of August. Yeah, it's a funny old crop is this one. I had a Nuke where 219's now stood. I brought an empty hive up to transfer the Nuke into. Forgot to bring any hives down, so I just chucked them up on stones for now. I am a bit late in getting to them though. Nuke I've just lifted on top of this neighbouring hive. And I took the feeder, took a wall out the feeder so the bees could come up and access fondant. And I've started to draw comb in it. Bless them. Yeah, so these do need transferring. So I'll do that while I'm here. Bring it back down here while I transfer them. Get that lot off down at the hive. Beautiful comb, white comb to draw when they're on heather. Right, let's see if we can sort this bit of a mess out. Left of the fondant. Aspects of the feeder lid. And they'll have oh, look at that, beautiful in a way. Sound queen. The problem will be here, these nukes have a big gap between the bottom of the frames and the floor, and they've probably built comb on the bottom of the frames. I use these floors, I use them shallow way up, so I'll probably have a lot to trim off the bottom of each comb. All through not getting here quick enough. Just really getting out. That's the first one. Once we get one out, we'll be alright. brood on the outside of there. No comb on the bottom bar though, so that's a good start. Right. Here we go. I'll try and ease that comb off there. Just we can. Come on. Listen that again, you'll notice. Oh, that'd be good, I think whistling does, but. Oh, the comb on the bottom isn't too bad. Sometimes done this and it can be full of brood. That is a pain. But, just look and see if I can see the queen. Yeah, so there's brood on every comb. Yeah, I really have pushed them. Make a cracking stock for next year. Yeah, as I say, I would sometimes have a lot of nukes on the moor and I go around and any drone layers I can find or failing queens, weak stocks. Unite a nuke to them. I just haven't got the nukes this year. I haven't done any queen rearing. I usually do a bit. But that season just hasn't allowed it really. Right. See if we can find Her Majesty in here. And what the hell? Snail hunkered down in there. Well, I can't see her, but that doesn't mean a lot, does it? In my record with queens. Come on. I'm going to give them a super. Probably a waste of time, but and then next time I'll have to remember Hive stand and set them up properly. It's a bad place to put them really, I don't know what I was thinking of, but anyway. I've seen nukes like that transferred into a hive and give me a super of honey in the next section of season. I'm not saying these will. Depends on the weather and how much of the floor there's left. I've seen it happen regularly. I'll give them all them bits of comb back, sort that out, clean it up. It is. There. Bit of confusion where that nuke was, but our bees clustering on the side of the hive. They'll find their way in, they'll settle down. I've kept most of the entrance locked up in the newspaper. Just left them an opening at this end where the nuke was. So, an hour or two of confusion and they should be okay. Yeah, so, transfer that nuke there, and now I'm just going to go around and check the rest of these for space, room. Give them another super if they need it. I've brought a few spares with me, a few empty supers, not many. Yeah, they need one I think. Doing okay. Put these supers on as often as not, they don't do anything with them. Occasionally they will. This is a strong stock. 3 supers. These out on the crown board. but there's not a lot of flight. I mean, it's a beautiful day. I don't know what the temperature will be. Low to the mid-20s, I would guess. And there's just no go about them. But that is the nature of the heather flow. It can stop and start on a whim. Yeah, there may be nothing happening. One of the ways I often check is to I find a watering hole, and if the bees are gathering water, it's a pretty good, well, it's a very good sign there's no nectar coming in. Anyway, pull this ground board up and see what's what. Well, stuff down, promising. Yeah, the honey, got honey across to there, across 8 frames. Do we stick another one on? On the 14th of August, I'm going to stick another one on. More in hope than faith, but every year at the heather I do 1 box of cut comb, marked with the yellow tape there, and this is it. The outside combs are wired combs that are in the box below. I lift them up, and the 2 outside cut comb ones are marked CC and put in the box below to draw. These will be done 5 or 6 days ago, I think. And they are just drawing it a little. I was too late in getting these on, really. Yeah, just starting to draw a little bit, but not much. This is the boat, I think. And there's maybe drawn a bit better. Well, they're drawing that one better. They're pulling drawn comb, mind, but not that matters a lot. Yeah. Thin foundation, no wire, obviously. Try and produce a little bit of comb honey. I only do the 1 box a year, we don't sell it. Give it away to family, friends, etc., customers. Yeah. We'll have a look in the box below and see how they're drawing them too. So we are, there's the box of cut comb lifted down up the roof. And here's the box directly below, and we have 2 CC. And they've drawn them rather better. I think this is a better way of doing comb honey. Just a couple of frames in each box, but obviously for convenience I don't do it that way. It's just handy to have it all. I know where it is. Just put you down a minute. Right, we're back. I like to take the outside comb out and then work my way in. Must be drawing it with a bit of a bump in. I can't get it out without crushing. Ah, now I see what the problem is. And here we go. That's the issue. Great lump of brace comb on the side of it. Right, I'm going to try and cut that out. That's better. I mean, it's not very well drawn, but it's full of heather nectar. Yeah, the better way of doing it, really. I mean, the board, it's not straight. Everything, it's all over the place, but it doesn't matter to me when I'm just giving it away. So, and the other comb looks to be the same. Yeah, that one the same. Another one plugged out. Comb in the roof space. Only got 2 boxes on this one, man. I'll give him a 3rd. Old moor's looking a bit lacklustre this year. That's a little bit here's nice bit of flower, but behind it, heather beetle. The dreaded heather beetle is back. It's a damn nuisance. Yeah, it makes the heather turn this sort of rusty, gingery brown colour. Prevents it flowering. I don't think it kills it. It seemed to come back very really bad in 2020. In 2020, the entire North York moors were wiped out with it. It was everywhere. In 2020, I had 270 hives on the moor. They produced the staggering total of 120 pounds of honey. Yes, 120 pounds. Wasn't even heather honey. I had to sell it as flower honey. Yeah, that's where it really stands out when you got that grass background to it. Just ginger, gone. So it should be. But even that isn't fantastic. Yeah. It's a real shame. Yeah, that should just be a blaze of purple. Regal purple. Instead of which there's a hint of purple and a lot of just brown. Close up here, heather beetle. Yeah. Some parts of the moor are worse than others. Looking down here, there's a nice area ahead of there. We're going to look at that. There's an area here seems to have got away relatively unscathed. It's not a big area, but it is some. We'll have a walk in that. That's how it should all be. And then one of the favourite things I do when I'm up here is just to put my foot through it and just do this shake and see if any pollen comes out. Can't hear any bees among it. It's really old rank stuff is this. The old stuff seems to have survived the beetle better. Yeah, more heather beetle damage all the way across there. That should all be a mass of purple now. Instead of which it's just sort of brown. Local landmark, that hill, Black Hambleton. Area here being burnt. Blackened stalks left stuck up. New growth will come through. Nice covering the young plants here. Look at that in there. Completely gone. Yeah, that should be purple as far as the eye can see. There in my hand. Larva of the heather beetle. In 2020 I found a lot of them, but they were bigger than that. There's a larva. Stuffed in there alright. A good sign. Pollen coming out there. And the stuff's dusting better if anything. See the pollen in the seams of my boots. There. Oh, pollen. Just above one of my sites here, the heather, and it's just starting to show signs of going over. It's not dusting a lot, there's a bit, I'll put my foot through it. Yeah, there's some there well gone. Patch in there turning brown, and I can't hear any bees among it at all. Oh, hang on, tell a lie, here's one. I've lost it. They sort of get up the heather and then crawl from flower to flower, and they walk and crawl as much as they fly. I can hear something down here. If I get down I might be able to have a nice bit of heather. See if that dusts. Not a lot. If there was a flawn, this would be heaving with bees. They're hardly flying out of them hives. There's no real explanation for why at times it gives vast amounts of nectar and at other times just nothing. Yeah, it's just nothing happening today, or very little happening today. I can just hear the odd bee, but finding them, Yeah, it's just lacking that vibrancy this year. Some years it's absolutely stunning. This year, not so much. Oh well. We've just got to take it as it comes at us, haven't we? Same day, another site, and these are completely different. These are flying well. Usual mixture of strong and weak, and something in between. Strong, weak and middling. But two rows here, facing opposite ways. And we're only a couple of miles from the site I've just been to, where there was no activity at all, or very little anyway. Hell, just ripping my base out on the barbed wire. Even the heather where I've just been, which is over there, even the heather looks better from here. I like to see them coming over this wall on the heather that's that way. Like steeplechasers coming in. I don't know if this is picking that up or not, but probably not the best of skies for that.